how do you know when is the right time to ask someone for a major gift?
Sure. Asking for a major gift should never come out of the blue. These sorts of asks are intrinsically linked to relationship building. So in my experience, because of the nature of a major donor's affinity to your organization, it's often quite easy to work out when the right time to ask is. You can normally feel it a little bit, but the signs of it include: have you connected them to your cause? Have they expressed a desire to see you succeed in what you do? Perhaps they've provided you with an example of a connection to the cause, such as a parent affected by a disease or a child who's passionate about a particular activity. You've got to check whether you've made it clear early on that you're going to ask them for support. This helps the whole process. You can ask them without asking them for a donation, and that's really important. So you might want to say something like, we'd love to meet you to discuss our upcoming projects and how you could be involved. Or we'd like to get your advice on these projects so that we can see them through to being successful. That old saying of ask for money, get advice, ask for advice, get money. Keep that in your head. You need to check that you've identified the right person to ask for the money before you do. You want to find the person they can't say no to. The person who is a really big influence, personally, professionally, whatever it might be, but a person who has some authority that they trust and they wouldn't want to let down by saying no. If they've agreed to meet you, you're 80% of the way there. If you've done those questions of, we'd like to talk about how you could support, then they know you're going to ask for something. The question will be what? And sometimes they might have even in this process offered to support you. People say things along the lines of, well, just let me know how I can help. Or I'd love to see that happen. Wouldn't it be great to be involved in something like that? What a great project. I have a friend who'd love this cause. Listen for those cues. It'll tell them if they're engaged or interested or willing. It's not a process you can rush. Take your time, build the relationship, but listen for those moments where they express their desire to see you succeed and give you some indication that they're ready to be involved. And then have your research done, have your planning done, know who's going to ask, when they're going to ask, what they're asking for, and when you've got all that in line, you should be ready to ask.